Welcome back, Heroclix fans. Today we're going to do another unboxing featuring Marvel Heroclix Guardians of the Galaxy, and these are featuring Marvel villain zombies. Some of the notable zombies are Magneto and Doom, Red Skull, Mole Man, and Gladiator. Some of the other popular figures are Prime Thanos or Thanos-I, and a bunch of Guardians of the Galaxy characters like Rocket Raccoon and Groot. So let's open these up and stop wasting time. Here's some more art on the side here. You can see some Lockjaw and human action, and they also have a Fast Forces with them in there, which I will take a look at a little bit later, and that's also a great Fast Forces set as well. Like always, you can find these figures on glasscabinethobbies.com, and let's get started, okay? We're going to start right from the beginning here, and Chris will say that there's going to be a chase in this brick.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily agree with that, but we will see. If not, he said there's going to be a Prime Super Rare, which is Dr. Spectrum, so we will see. Starting off really quickly here, we have Killraven, Yondu, which is a really good figure. Yondu is amazing. We have Recorder 451, Space Knight, and Drax. And this Drax also has a power where he can teleport to Thanos, but you might not necessarily want to do it if Thanos is top dial, because probably get hurt really bad. Alright, let's go here. I still have some Chase figures on the website. Also have quite a bit of Prime figures, and everything you need for Super Rares are up there, so definitely check that out. Let's see here, we have Death Urge, Starfox. I will say I played a lot of Starfox at Gen Con in the Battle Royales. He is simply amazing with Sidestep as a power for movement, with a special attack for mind control. So you can sidestep mind control, and it is incredible for 79 points. There's a lot of good shenanigans that can be done there. Talon is actually another pretty solid piece with charge, blades, toughness, and prob for 60 points. You can use him as a secondary attacker and for prob. So he's kind of got a little bit of everything. Nebula is also a really good piece with running shot, psychic blast, toughness, willpower, and sharpshooter. And opposing characters cannot use the carry ability for 87 points. You can't go wrong there. And Major Victory. This pack actually has a lot of good pieces in commons and uncommons. Major Victory, on the other hand, is quite possibly one of the best figures in the set, and definitely one of the better common figures, if not the best. Traded toughness. He does take extra damage if you do pen damage to him, but that's beside the point. He has leadership, perplex, and TK. So he's got really good support powers and really good offensive powers here with 11 Psychic Blast and 9 running shot. He is not a flyer, but if you pair him up with another flyer like Captain Marvel Prime, you have a really nasty combination for under 200 points. But that's just a common. He's very, very good. So if you're looking for sealed, you might want to keep him out for your team. Alright, let's go. That's only 2 packs down. I got to look at this set quite a bit, more so than other sealed, because I got to look at this set quite a bit in draft format. Alright, let's see here. We have Proxima Midnight. Now, I hear some good stuff about this figure. I have not had the chance to use her, but I hear some good things. We have Alpha, Primitive, Raptor, Mantis, and Gamora. Gamora is a solid 55-point character. Mantis, on the other hand, can mind control friendly characters. I'll take a look at that 1 second. I think it may have to be Guardians that she can mind control. Let's see here. Can use mind control. Let's get it right here. Let's see here. Can use mind control as she has a range of 7. When she does, she may target an adjacent friendly character with Guardians of the Galaxy keyword, even if that character has Battle Fury. Hit characters by Mantis through mind control, modify their attack values by 1. Okay, so she has mind control of 7 that she can mind control opposing characters. That's good. But she can mind control friendly adjacent characters with the Guardians of the Galaxy keyword, even if they have Battle Fury. So she can friendly characters mind control Guardians, which is really, really good. Or she can just use regular mind control with 7 range. Solid, solid piece. People were using her quite a bit. She's cheap for 56 points. And yeah, I think you can't go wrong there. She also starts with special damage power, which is close combat expert and probability control. So you start off with probability control as well. So mind control, friendly mind control with Guardians and prob. That's great. Alright, moving on. Moving on. This one actually kind of feels heavy, and we've only pulled 1 super rare. And there's 2 super rares and Tyrant. I did have the pleasure of playing Tyrant in a battle royale. I can't say my opponents had the pleasure. Looks like we have a damaged crystal, but it looks like it's just off the base here. She's a solid piece with run and shot pulse wave. Starhawk, that figure, I've had really good luck against Starhawk until I faced him and the opponent rolled a 6 for the prob and outwit power, and that was not very fun. But Tyrant, he's a monster. I don't necessarily know if I'd play him in sealed because he's kind of expensive, but not a bad piece, and he's you know, if you like him, play him. But I'm not a really big fan of one-man armies. But in battle royales where you can play unlimited points, he's great. Okay, so let's start here. Okay, that's a regular Thanos. Thanos is just a powerhouse, just simply a powerhouse. Top dial at 300 points. We have run and shot with 11 movement, 12 attack pulse wave, 14 invincible, 4 damage outwit, 8 range 2 targets, power cosmic. There's, you know, he's just nasty. He's got some traits, and we're not going to cover it right now, but he's just deadly. He's just simply deadly. Alright, here we go, moving on. Moving on. Alright, no. Okay, I have to talk about Captain Marvel. This chick is stupid. She has, for an uncommon, this figure, I almost shouldn't even been made how good she is. She has this trait. Once per game when she would be KO'd, you can roll a d6. On 1 through 3, you put her on click 7, and you modify her stats by -1. Okay, so that's not very good, but she has a stop click and comes back to life. So she doesn't automatically die, which can help win the game for you. If you roll a 4 through 5, you go back on click 6 and no stat bonus. But if you are lucky and you roll a 6, you go to click 5 and you get +1 stats. And of course, when I played against her, I killed her and my opponent rolled a 6. Thank you, John. You suck. And that was in team qualifiers day 2, and it was a really good battle. Had killed her, and he rolled a 6 to bring her back to life with +1 stats and basically changed the game. She also has ESD traded, which is just ridiculous because she's 17, hypersonic, 10 attack, super strength, and she has a special damage power. Outwit and probability are the special on damage. So we have a little bit of everything. Outwit, we have some prob. The only thing I guess you would not necessarily like is that 10 attack, but still, with super strength, she can be dealing some massive damage. She's flyer, she's got Indom, she does have 5 range, so it's not huge range, but she's not limited at close combat. She can make pop shots. Very, very good figure. Even for 150, it's very good. Maximus, on the other hand, he's also pretty interesting. He has, all of the Inhumans have this trait where they can heal, perplex themselves up but not damage. It's pretty good. He has mind control, and he also has this outwit. If you roll a 5 or a 6, you can use the outwit twice. But if you roll a 1, you can't use the power. And I played him in Battle Royale, and of course I rolled that 1 like 2 times. So 2 of the times my outwit didn't even work. So you have to roll for that when you use your outwit. But for the most part, it's pretty cool because if you play a bunch of Inhumans, you get some perplex, you have outwit, possibly 2 outwits, and mind control, and he starts with Sidestep. Sidestep is a pretty fun power if you haven't had the chance to use it. I highly recommend it because anytime you can move for free is a good thing. So, unless the Green Lantern ability, yeah. If you're playing against the Green Lantern power battery when it's full, make sure you pay attention to your actions, because if you perplex, you use Sidestep, if you use any kind of free action, if you use leadership, you're not going to be able to even use run and shot or charge. And that even happened in one of my matches where my opponent did a leadership, and later in the turn he decided he was going to push his character to do charge. And I said, well, I think you did leadership earlier in the turn with that character, and I have a full, you know, you're limited to 1 free action per character per turn. And yeah, so pay attention to that. It can be pretty brutal. Also here, I pulled a Nihilist. So I just pulled a Nihilist here, guys. This is pretty good. He does not have Indom though, but I don't know what the Power Cosmic Rod does. I'm assuming it probably gives him Power Cosmic. If not, then there's something missing terribly. But it's a pretty good piece. Run and shot, pulse wave, impervious, perplex. He's dealing here. Let's see. Nothing major else to note other than another major victory, but it's a common. Okay, no prime or chase yet, so we're getting down to it. Let's see. Nothing here as well. Let's see, anything notable here? Nah, a bunch of Kree generals, lieutenant, and private. So this is a Kree pack, but, you know, not much to talk about. Okay, we're moving on. Alright, let's see. Did we pull this guy before? I think... Oh, super... Oh, there's our prime. Dr. Minerva. That's unfortunate. It's not a bad piece, but it's definitely not Thanos or Chase. We got Charge, Super Strength, Invulnerability, Outwit 3 damage, Flyer 4 range, and we have Indom. This is actually Captain Marvel's Prime. We'll take a look at the piece. Before that, we'll see here we have Super Giant, Trigon, and who's this? Oh, the Colonizer. It's just got an interest in outwit power and defense power. If you have no tokens, you get like +2 to your defense and like impervious or something silly. Alright, let's see what we have here that makes this figure good or bad. When adjacent to Dr. Minerva, when Dr. Minerva is adjacent to a friendly character called Captain Atlas or Captain Marvel, modify all their combat values by +1. Now there is a Captain Marvel in this set, and it is a prime. You can't play 2 primes together on the same map. So I believe there must be another Captain Marvel. Maybe that's the Captain Marvel like her, the uncommon, because there's a Captain Marvel that looks like a Kree.
Atlas is an LE.
Yeah, and the Captain Atlas is an LE. So if you play them together, you can boost them up pretty good, which I think for her you probably need to do that. Once per game before an adjacent opposing character with one or 2 action tokens takes damage from Dr. Minerva's attack, you may choose a standard power that the character can use until the end of the game. Friendly characters with the Kree keyword can use that power as well. So that's a good way to steal powers. But depending on what powers you can steal, you depends. So, but you could do some good stuff there. Alright, let's see. Well, we don't have this special damage power showing yet, but it's Perplex. She can use it normally, or when she targets a character with the Kree keyword, she may modify any combat value except damage by +2. So that is huge. Let's just see where that is. See if we can push to get to it. Nope, not on the second click. It's on the third click. 9, 10, 16 toughness. It's a little bit down there, but if you can get it, it's not terrible. For 125 points, I think she's alright. There might be better options, but I think in Constructed, when you can put her around Captain Marvel or Captain Atlas, I think you're probably going to see her shine, because if you give her +1 stats, we're doing 4 damage, 12 attack, 18 defense. Those are good. And 5 range. Yeah. So when you plus her with the plus stats for Constructed, she's going to show up pretty good. Alright. Our final booster for Guardians of the Galaxy is... what is that? Okay. Dire Wrath, Gamora, Moondragon, Nova, and we have Gore the God Butcher, which is pretty intense here. He has charge, 12 attack, I believe impervious, and like 5 damage exploit. I mean, let's just take a look at this top dial. You'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, pretty much. Charge with 11, 12 attack, 17 impervious, 5 damage exploit. It's pretty mean. That's pretty mean. For 170 points, his defense is not the greatest, but if you can get up on there and get the first attack off, you're going to be very pleased.